Fanatics on the banks of Volca. Cannibals in the mountain bunker. Slavers on the shores of the dried-out sea. How many monsters has the war given rise to? Or perhaps were they always there, and the war simply gave them a chance to show themselves and now we're stuck with them forever? Regardless, we can't afford to lose hope. We are getting ever closer to our dream. Finding a place where we could live, free from radiation and mutants. The maps we recovered in the desert have provided us with several promising options. And now the crew members are excitedly waiting for the Colonel's decision on where the Aurora should go next. Currently, though, the train is calmly rolling eastward. The crew rests, and Stepan proposed to Katya.
Oh!
It was a proposal she couldn't refuse.
What? Well, that's awesome. I'm very proud of Stefan for stepping up like that. I doubt I got everything out of there, but we know for certain there was a body double at that location. You know that they Saul had replaced the leader at one point in time, because we found the real Baron out in the shoreline, abandoned. So I wonder if we'll come back to that storyline and see more of it through. Too bad. We won't see Ghoul anymore. I thought for sure she'd be a new companion that would join us. Not so much the case. They just have sex? Yeah.
Damn coughing. We've left those sands long ago, and it still persists.
But you got the coughing ever since you fell into that bunker in
What
Volga.
does Crest even smoke? It's terrible. In any case, I'm better now.
I hate to interrupt, guys, but you should come to the mess hall. The table is almost served.
Thanks, Stepan. We'll be there in a moment.
Couldn't help but just stare, huh?
Shall we go, Artyom? Or shall we stay a little longer? It's so nice.
I'm not gonna lie, I love
know,
these interactions
Artyom,
with Anna.
I've been looking at Stepan and Katya, you and me, and thinking how lucky we are. It was so different with my parents. It was bad.
Yeah, I'd imagine.
Did I ever tell you why my mom died?
Yeah.
Of course I didn't. It was because of Dad.
Oh.
He used to be even harsher back then. He used to come home from the barracks and reach for the bottle while taking off his boots. They'd quarrel, and then he'd stop appearing for a time. And while he was away, she'd start drinking too, and crying when she was sober. She'd feel better, would get kind of dreamy when drunk.
Wow.
You know how she used to call me? Just A. She'd hug me and say, "One day, A, you and I are going to go to Vladivostok, the city I was born in. And from there to a village on the ocean shore." I was 5 back then and didn't really get much. But I could imagine that village and the ocean so vividly because I believed her.
That
And
dream might
then
be
she
real
killed
now.
herself.
Oh, wow.
Drank some kind of poison. Father quit drinking after Mom's death. Didn't ever pay much attention to me, but with her gone, he'd never leave me alone. Took me along everywhere.
How guilty.
We only talked about her a couple of times, though. I used to have this doll, Jana. I played make-believe that she was my daughter, and we went to the ocean together. Then my father hid it, told me it got lost. He probably didn't want me to agonize over Mom's dream.
Did she ever find
Then I
it?
imagine she grew up and
How'd
went
she
to
know you hid it?
Vladivostok. And now I'm going. Not to Vladivostok, but with you. The dream came true.
Yeah, it did. At least
By the
hopefully
way,
it
I was
does.
always intrigued by what Dad dreams about. He should have some dreams, so what are they? Higher rank? He could choose any. Saving people? What would the saved do next? Sit underground? I never understood him. What does he hope for in life? What makes him happy? Nothing,
Questions.
perhaps. he never really had any time to think about tomorrow. Down in the metro, those thoughts don't come casually. Here on the surface, though, I, for one, have something I want to do. I want to run through the sand barefoot. Build a sand castle for the kids. I'm imagining two. A boy and a girl. The boy would be a copy of you. We'd go swimming with mountains behind us. Wooden houses on the shore. The sun would wake us up every day, rising from the ocean. That harbor is our destination. Worth going there even if we have half the world to cross. Everyone should have a destination. A point on the map where they aspire to go, and where one could finally be happy. All our guys have their own. We broke out of the metro and are now starting to scatter. Not at once, of course. At first, we're all still running together, searching. But eventually, each of us will find a point like this, and stay there. I don't know where my dad's destination is. Don't know where yours is either. But I know I love you a whole lot.
Good time to take a swig. I love these little moments in the game where we have these social hubs to kind of flesh out the characters more. Anna in Metro Last Light didn't get a lot of like backstory build up at all, matter of fact, and it's great to see this new direction of her kind of be more fleshed out. She's a far more interesting character.
Go, Artyom. I'll rest some more and join you later.
And it's easy to see why Artyom falls in love with her now that you get to see her personality in this format. Take a look at the journal real quick. Alright, Yamantau. Alright, let's stick around on the computer, or not the computer, the radio a bit.
Come in. Where the hell are you? Come in.
Ah, demon, why so much fuss? Why you expect me to answer the second you call?
Because of the frequency we're on? That's why? It's always jammed with the fucking ARC project bullshit.
Arc Project.
You don't need to worry about that. It's gone now.
Gone? I thought that with so many fools going there and never coming back, it would be going on forever.
I think some fool actually got there. Broke the record and all.
Oh yeah, I think that's the
Bad fucking chance of that. I'd say whatever's been gobbling them fools up is just...
I think that's where we found the cannibals.
Getting some Z's for digestion.
That may be, but now we can talk here and nobody will.
Hey,
Yeah.
we can. So, what was that you wanted to talk about?
You hear about that meat? Yes?
I have. Not that I'm invited. I'll just stay here and wait for one of the two bosses to come hire me and my boys. How about you?
Me too, me too. My people, they want some action and fat payout. And this is chance by the Holy Flame. And here, what I want to talk about. How about we work together?
Ah, good thinking. I don't want to fight you anymore.
I don't want to fight you too. That knee still hurts. So, what you say, old friend?
I'm in. We need to talk in person now. A good deal likes privacy, and even though this frequency seems secure.
Yes, I understand. Let us meet tomorrow at the old restaurant. What you say? Huh?
Deal. See you there, Abbas. Over and out.
Rahmat, my friend. Over and out.
Those are people still from the desert, and it's good to see that there's still like. I like how it balances itself really well between the harshness of the world and the darkness that comes with it, as well as the humanity that these people still dig in deep. Even though they're enemies, they still have to dig in deep to find that humanity, and they do find it.
He's dead. I killed him myself.
And there she is.
All of the Monai by Lair are confused now, like headless chickens. Our day has come. Fight them. Fight them however you can. Come where the Baron's rig used to be. Come and we'll give you weapons. You served those dogs for too long. And what did you get in return? Only cruelty, death, and the holy flame, which I spit at. It is time to chase them away from our land for good now. All of our land, all oil, all food will be ours. Death to the Monai by Lair.
What do you know?
Everything is perfect, Artyom. Follow us.
Oh, they're doing the wedding. Doing the wedding in the meat hall.
Come on, guys, give it to
It's you can even see Colonel Miller even there. He's even enjoying himself.
Artyom, sit somewhere nearby.
Take a sip, quick. Food's getting cold. I have to warn you about the...
What did I miss?
He is in
You should have seen them dance.
Don't
you worry. You'll get another chance.
A moment of your attention, please. Half a year on the road, and 4,000 clicks behind us. We have been through a lot.
Are you looking at me?
All right, people. I do understand I can't keep it a secret much longer. After a careful study of the satellite maps we've obtained, and much deliberation, we've found a place we could call our new home. It is a river valley. There's forest and a hydroelectric power plant. This place is quite far from densely populated areas, which, as our journey has proven, is important. We're about 2 days away from it now. So, congratulations, everyone. Yet, this is not our last order of business for today.
That cough is making me really nervous.
Katya.
Oh, rings.
Stepan, Katya, repeat after me. I take you to be my spouse.
I take you to be my spouse.
And vow to hold you from this day forward.
And vow to
For
hold
better
you from this day
or for
forward,
worse.
for better or for worse.
For richer, for poorer.
For richer, for poorer,
In sickness and in
in
health.
sickness and in health.
To love and to
To
cherish.
love and to
until
cherish
death do
until
us
death
part.
do us part.
As the captain of this ship, I hereby pronounce you husband and wife. Live long and be happy. Oh, and Gorka! Gorka! Gorka!
Something's wrong. Yeah, just coughing up blood. I knew that cough was gonna catch up eventually.
Anna, what's happening? Be careful, people.
Anna, please hold on.
What's happening? What is it?
What's that cough?
her! Give her air!
I'm guessing I must have ruptured something by now. Leaving that cough unattended to for so long.
I'm sorry I didn't say anything.
What are you talking about, baby?
In the Yamantau, when they dragged me away, that ghoul doctor said my lungs were falling apart. The gas I breathed in that ammo dump said I
How
don't
can
have
you
lungs.
believe that monster? We've just been through a desert and all that sand, so that might be the reason. Katya, Artyom, a few words.
He's in denial. Oh no, don't tell me she dies.
I'm alright, Artyom. Go. I'm fine now.
I don't know about this. The old man is furious.
Oh, Artyom's getting chewed out today.
Why am I getting chewed out?
It's not Artyom's fault. I fell into that stupid bunker all by myself. And if Dad says one word to him about it, I'll tear him a new one.
Yes, this is getting old. As soon as something happens, it's always Artyom's fault, even when he had nothing to do with it. That's just his fate.
Fate? Get out of here!
Yes. In any case, Katya will calm the colonel down. You shouldn't worry either, Anna. She'll fix you in no time at all. She's good.
No doubt about that. We drew the lucky ticket with her, especially you, Stepan.
That's a fact. Thank you, Anna.
Just keeping on a brave face. I hope we don't lose her. It would make sense if they build her up all this time to take her away, but that's just brutal. That's brutal. Them to do that to us.
So, son, care to tell me what
Colonel,
do we do
please.
now?
Let us not panic and think constructively.
So, Katya, what do you think?
I think that trusting some degenerate's diagnosis wouldn't be wise. A move from humid metro into the desert with its dry heat and sandstorms is a stress for lungs.
Yes, I do think she'd be hit really bad right off the start had it
My
been
thoughts
gas.
exactly. Thus, first I'll check her condition to the best of my knowledge. Also, we're approaching the valley with its forest air. That alone could kill her.
I'm sorry to intervene, but did something happen?
Anna coughed up some blood.
God, do you really think it's the same? Sounds more like TB to me. That's for sure.
TB we can handle. We've got enough antibiotics, and air does help with that.
What if that degenerate was right, Katya? What do we do? Is there a medicine?
There was an air defense battery station in our village. Right on the brink of war, they received a new drug. It saved a lot of people after gas exposure and general poisoning. I'll check my mom's records and find its name. I think it was produced in Novosibirsk.
Is that the next location we're going to?
Novosibirsk. Yermak, your opinion?
For Emma's sake, I'd go to the edges of the earth. As for Novosibirsk, it's about 2,000 peaks.
Then it's decided. We head for the valley. If it is suitable, we settle there. If Anna's state worsens, I'll take a group of volunteers to find that drug. So Katya, please, find that name for us.
I'll find it, don't worry.
One more thing, Artyom. I want no surprises in that valley. You are our most seasoned scout. So take the rail car, one volunteer. Go check everything out before we arrive. Let's go back for now.
There's a little glitch there.
Now I understand why she was so down lately. Just imagine thinking about all that was so
Yeah, kind of keeping that kind of secret to yourself. Knowing that you're going to die.
Then we go about settling there. If Anna's health...
Dad, please.
I repeat, Anna, in case you start getting worse, there's a drug Katya told us about, so we can go and find it for you, if it is needed.
That sounds like a great plan. I'd also like to say this. Guys, please don't worry. I've been feeling pretty bad as it is for ruining the party.
Oh, come on. You didn't ruin anything.
I just brought myself down to rock bottom over that bastard from Yamantau. Though it must just be the sand and desert climate.
We all know it's not.
Of course that must be it. We were discussing exactly that just
You've been
now.
seeing symptoms of it since that
All
fall.
right, a toast. To you guys. Just be happy together.
To you!
Stefan, will you play that song? About us.
I wonder what's going through Miller's mind too. And he's probably like, to lose his wife and know that he is responsible, and then the possibility of losing his daughter must be driving him mad.
Полковник Васин созвал свой полк и сказал им: пойдем домой. Мы ведем войну уже 70 лет, нас учили, что жизнь это бой. Но по новым данным разведки мы воевали сами с собой. Я видел генералов, они пьют и едят нашу смерть. Их дети сходят с ума от того, что им нечего больше хотеть. А земля лежит в ржавчине, церкви смешали с золой. И если мы хотим, чтобы было куда вернуться, время вернуться домой. Этот поезд в огне, и нам не на что больше жать. Этот поезд в огне.
For all, like, out of all the moments for this to happen during a wedding. Poprov, it's weird that this game is having a wedding in this moment for me in this time. Last week I just went to one of my friends' weddings. I've got another friend who's having a wedding this coming weekend, and after that, and a couple months after that, my sister's gonna have a wedding. So it's kind of the summer of love right now.
Нас сражали под звуки марши, нас пугали тюрьмой. Но хватит ползать на брюхе, мы уже возвратились домой. Этот поезд в огне, и нам не на что больше жать. Этот поезд в огне, и нам некуда больше бежать. Землю себе.
This is definitely about us. There's even a colonel in it.
Yes, it is time we took this land back. And one more thing. We don't want surprises like the ones we had on the Volga or in Yamantau. So we're sending a scouting party ahead on a rail car. Artyom needs a volunteer to support him.
Me! Pick me! I'll check the hell out of that valley, please!
How about I get to pick?
Something makes me think that Alyosha is mainly going to check if there are any Amazons or women in general there.
So we're all set. Frankly, I envy you, Stepan. You got a full family, a wife and child at once. And you don't have to worry about diapers or belly aches.
Envy is a bad thing.
We're not the ones to avoid diapers, Colonel. In fact, we're planning to present Nastya with a little brother, if she doesn't object.
I'd rather get a sister. We could play with dolls together. I could care for her.
You could play Sparta in special operations with your brother.
Ah, cut it out, Stepan. God knows we've had enough of operations. I don't know about you, but I'm tired. I'd like to retire. Time to have some life.
You can't retire yet. You're too young.
Oh.
I am old, Nastya.
You're not.
You said envy was a bad thing, Nastya. But what am I to do? Your mom has you, but my Anna doesn't have a smart girl like you.
Dad.
Don't dad me! A 20-year-old won't even think about children. But I would sure like to see grandchildren at my age.
Yeah, you teach them CQC.
Dual-wielding pistols.
I could come visit you.
The first time I've ever seen the two of them act like family in this kind of way.
Nastya, the thing is, Grandpa Miller won't give up until he has grandchildren of his own.
Hear that, Artyom? I don't even know what else to say. She's beautiful, sporting.
Yeah, I'm Olympic level with a rifle.
I get not having kids in Metro. Darkness, TB, rats, mutations. But what about here?
All right, Dad. We'll get to work on solving your problem tonight.
At that note, how about a drink? To repopulation of Earth. To kids.
Yes, to children. To children.
Miller wants to keep something alive of his daughter and his family.
To the new colony. May it grow and prosper.
To the new colony.
Trying to stay strong for everyone too.
Alyosha, I never doubted you.
Yes, Alyosha. I don't think you should be worried about that. If we are successful, there will be people joining us. Honest, good people. I'm sure they survive too.
Well, if any bad people decide to show up, they'll be sorry they did.
Oh, definitely. When we're done with the bad apples here, we might think of something to do about Moscow.
That's true.
To love.
To love!
It's your turn, Artyom. Come on, impress us.
What do I gotta do?
This heat is just unbearable, I must say.
That smile.
Hello, Artyom.
What's up?
Hello, my friend.
Hello.
As you can see, we're busy with giving the weapons some proper care after the desert.
Yeah, I hate sand, I must say. It's rough and coarse and gets everywhere. Irritates me to no end.
Yeah, I hear that a lot.
So as soon as we got out of that hellhole, I started cleaning and overhaul. And Duke, being the kind of guy that he is, volunteered to help.
Yeah, volunteered my ass. You're a slave driver, like that Baron.
Well, you shouldn't have taken that shambler for a dive in the sand. It's not a Kalash.
I didn't even shoot it afterwards.
Thank God. I don't know if it even will shoot, though. So you, young man, got lucky there. Yes, it is a mystery, really, how those bandits manage to keep their guns working in that desert. Though their gunsmiths are good. That gun you brought back is definitely custom made. A fine job. And it's been well maintained, too. This just warms my heart. Well, I wouldn't have a poor showing here either, given a chance. The T-Har with the new ammo would have worked wonders there. I'm sure you'll give it a try later, though.
Well, yes. You could have barbecued them all.
Yes, in any case, you don't need to worry about their weapons, Artyom. I'll have them in mint condition by the time we make our next stop.
This sand is something else. One more go, I guess.
So my bet is that we're moving away from the desert and into the forest going forward from here. Oh, we kept the bus.
Well, Bratuха, Anna sure gave us all a scare. Boy, but don't you worry. It does look like tuberculosis, but Katya is a real medic. She'll put her back on the feet in no time at all. Besides, there's finally something nice ahead. A river, a forest, even a hydroelectric dam. That sounds interesting. I haven't fixed one yet.
Hey, you'll have to learn how.
Don't worry, Artyomich, everything will be fine. Soon we'll have a chance at normal lives at the vet, you know? Are you and Anna gonna have kids? Artyom, it's about time, Bratucha. Moscow doesn't sound right for those with radiation and all, but the valley, oh, that's the place. And Stepan and Katya would follow suit too, since they're married. We do have to populate the colony, you know. We'll build a good one too, with some skilled people and most importantly, smart people. And we'll surely attract more.
I wonder if that'll be a new mechanic. Maybe I'll have to start recruiting people, maybe?
We'll send them packing in no time with our guys. Of course, that valley needs checking out first. The colonel is absolutely right. But you and Alyosha, you can handle that, no problem. Boy, that Cat's Mountain? Oh, I had this nasty feeling back then. I even told the colonel why. He was so eager to see that minister of his, he didn't care. Not quite like him, huh? But that's to be expected, you know. Everyone has a string which, when pulled, makes you forget about everything else.
Yeah, Artyom's was wanting to know if there was something outside the world. Outside of Moscow.
That one was a real bastard, of course. Treating people like that over nothing, yeah, just as bad as the Astrakhan game. At least he got shot like a dog and serves him right. Would be nice to wipe out all of his lieutenants, huh? You know what, I'm sure Gil will handle them just fine. Oh, she's not a girl who'd leave a job half done, huh?
No, not at all.
So what I'm saying is, we weren't roasting in that oven for nothing, huh? We also helped people, besides getting those maps. Now, well, I think I'll finish with your trophy here. Go prepare the railcar for a recon trip with Alyosha.
Alright.
Speaking of him, I think he wanted to go with you so badly because he also had a feeling, you know, in his usual direction. Look after the Fletcher before he finds his, head stuck somewhere nasty, will you? Still, I have to give it to you, Bratucha. Bringing this beauty here was a stroke of genius. I think she's going to help us a lot.
Yeah, all the bullet holes and shit there.
I'm not trading my rail card for anything in the world, but this baby here is just amazing. Never mind the looks. Her engine has been finely tuned and maintained. She's got a strengthened frame and springs. Even her brakes are in perfect order. The mechanic's skill and passion are as plain as day here, and I love it. This thing reminds me of my old bay. The one I once drove out of Kabul. A ton-and-a-half truck from that war had been rusting in a scrapyard for 40 years at least. Ran on firewood like the Aurora. Of course it was more memory than a truck, but the cabin was Plywood don't keep that well. Platform was missing altogether, but the engine with the gearbox and the gas generator was still there. The frame was okay. Yeah, that was a piece of work. A month without taking a break. But in the end, then I put the body of the same minibus you have here on the top of the frame. And driving that Frankenbus, I went as far as Astrakhan. Mind you, that thing didn't have more than 30 HP on its birthday. Terrible hassle too. You not just have to chop firewood, you have to make the sticks even and nice. So that's
Crest, I'm writing you a note because I really don't want anyone to be over here.
One more go, I guess.
I'll give it another rub, just in case.
Crest, I'm writing you a note because I really don't want anyone to overhear. You see, I'm preparing a wedding surprise for Katya and Stepan, and I need your help. I'm making rings for them, and I already have the band to make them out of. I just need their sizes. Stefan's not a problem after all. I made gloves for all the crew, but I never measured Katya's fingers, and it would be a dead giveaway if I wanted to do it now. I know you have a sharp eyes, so perhaps you can get me the size right without measuring? I could use some help buffing the rings once they're soldered, as there's not much time left. Thanks in advance, TT. Very sweet of him. Tinker.
Sit with me, Artyom.
Looks like she's about to cry.
Great, that's a beautiful song. Stepan, play some more.
Stepan, could you give us that one? By Borisich.
My pleasure.
Полковник Васин приехал на фронт со своей молодой женой. Полковник Васин созвал свой полк и сказал им: пойдем домой. Мы ведем войну уже 70 лет, нас учили, что жизнь это бой. Но по новым данным разведки
Alright, where's our next location?
I can't say I've ever been religious, but right now I'm begging all gods, please, watch over Anna, and make the valley cure her of her affliction. In the meantime, Alyosha and I are on a recon mission. We have no idea of what is waiting for us there. Though Alyosha seems convinced that there are going to be crowds of women eagerly anticipating his arrival.
Of course he does.
If that turns out to be the case, then I have the best companion possible for this mission.
I love the way you deliver that line. Well, everyone, thank you very much for joining me today on Metro Exodus. That's where we're going to end this episode. I'm not surprised that Anna is having a turn for the worse. I've been commenting on it for a while that the cough has been problematic and it's been persistent for a long time, and it sounded like it was getting worse. It's a shame because it seems very clear that she's lining, that her life is probably going to come to an end in the story, is probably what's going to end up happening. I don't want it to be the case. I really don't. I've gotten very invested into her. And I've grown to admire how the way that the story has developed her character overall. But we'll see how it plays out. Hopefully, maybe there's something we can do to change the turn of events. This is a story that gives us choice. Maybe we could turn the events away from that. Maybe we have a role to play in that, whether or not she survives or not. So, we'll see what happens in the next episode. Thank you all for joining me today. Till next time, goodbye.